Greetings. As you all know, for a gacha company to give off a free 5-star exclusive character that is about to be released is no different as telling them to close their company, but we know that is not happening because I think, if anything else, them giving a free 5-star character is actually a lot more beneficial to them. So that is what we're gonna discuss today, what kind of impact to them. But of course, I think the main negative that you can see is like it's going to affect the character banner in some sense. But this act of good faith will eventually give them a lot more positive output. So we think of it in a different way. For them, they are constantly gathering data so that they can optimize their content and strategy for the game. So the first thing that giving this character also give them an opportunity to see if giving a character can somehow improve pull rate. That sounds like I'm drinking a little bit too much, but we know that players are exceptionally careful with who they pull. After all, getting a character is expensive, takes months and patches to save up. But now, since they are giving total ratio for free, we have extra options to consider, like vertically invest in him through getting his light cone or idolence, whichever that provides the best value. And of course, alternatively, people can also just redirect their resources into Runmei or the upcoming Sparkle and Black Swan. Not to mention, they also drop a whole list of Panaconis character that will still draw your resources away in some other means. But of course, in terms of data, it will just show that people are more interested in those characters. So in the worst case scenario, for them, this experiment will just turns out to have no net positive impact to Dr. Ratio's banner in any alternate form. But given his character personality, I don't think he even gave a heck about what happened to his banner. But if you look into it in terms of company's function, they can still benefit from this by treating this as a way to increase players' retention. I think for most of you that are still playing, I think you're pretty happy with the result, and for ex-players that quitted maybe a few patches ago, they are now encouraged to come back, and word of mouth is pretty powerful. We know that the existing player will spread the news, hey, we just got free 5-star, gosh. Then that will attract like new players interested. Why else do you think the event is going to last for such a long period of time? So at the very least, they can still evaluate players' activeness data to see if there's a net increase in active players or a net new flow of new players. Then they can also just evaluate between the potential loss of total ratio's revenue as compared to the cost of using cash for advertising. If they can compare between those two and they find giving character is actually cheaper, they might just do more of this event more frequently in the future. Who knows? Maybe the anniversary, they might just do that again if the result seems positive. Otherwise, this could just be a one-off event to celebrate a major milestone for the game that is just released this year. And other than that, that's it about this topic. And what's left is enjoy the rest of the day and goodbye.